Mary Lillian Henriette Lucy Josephine Ghislaine Bales was born in Highbury, London, England, during World War I, to parents who had sought refuge there. She was one of 9 offspring of Henri Bales, hailing from Ostend, and Anne-Marie de Vischer, a member of the Belgian aristocracy from Dentigem. Initially, Lillian received her education in the English language, but when her parents returned to Belgium, she enrolled at the College of the Sacred Heart in Ostend, where she acquired proficiency in Dutch. Her education in French continued at the Institute of the Sacred Heart in Brussels, and she also mastered the German language. Lillian's educational journey included attending a convent school in London, as well as finishing schools in France, Switzerland, and Austria, completing her well-rounded education. In 1941, Lillian visited King Leopold III, a prisoner of war in Belgium, at the invitation of Queen Elizabeth. Their meetings led to a deepening romance, and Leopold proposed marriage. Initially, Lillian declined, feeling that only princesses should marry kings. However, she eventually accepted after Queen Elizabeth's encouragement. They had a secret religious wedding in 1941, followed by a civil marriage due to Lillian's pregnancy. She became Princess of Belgium, but their descendants couldn't inherit the throne. The marriage faced mixed reactions, with some sympathizing and others criticizing it. Despite of that, Lillian embraced her role as a devoted wife to Leopold and a loving stepmother to his children from his first marriage to Queen Astrid. Josephine Charlotte, Baudouin, and Albert II affectionately referred to her as mother. Lillian's mother warned her about the challenges, while Queen Astrid's parents, Prince Carl and Princess Ingeborg of Sweden, did not take the hard line against King Leopold's remarriage. Princess Ingeborg told a Belgian journalist that she couldn't understand all the animus in Belgium against the king's second marriage, that it was perfectly natural for a young man not to want to remain alone forever. She said she was happy about her son-in-law's new marriage, both for his own sake and for the sake of her grandchildren. Their love story endured despite controversy. Crafted in 1926 by Van Bever, this tiara received an enhancement in 1933 with the addition of arches over its 11 top diamonds. Notably, the tiara offers versatility as it can be worn as a bandeau both with and without the top arches. Furthermore, the bandeau's base can serve multiple purposes, functioning as a choker necklace or even a bracelet. Interestingly, the 11 prominent diamonds have also been temporarily incorporated into various necklace designs. The Emerald Necklace Tiara, featuring emeralds set within a diamond swag frame, became part of Queen Astrid's collection in the late 1920s. During that era, it was often worn in the bandeau style, most notably at the wedding gala of her cousin, Princess Ingrid of Sweden, who married Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark in May 1935. Tragically, this event occurred just a few months before Queen Astrid's untimely death. Following Queen Astrid's passing, the emerald necklace tiara found a new wearer in King Leopold's second wife, Princess de Réthy, during the 1940s. It also served as a necklace in the early 1950s. The current location of this tiara is uncertain. The tiara, created for Queen Elizabeth of Belgium in the early 20th century, is a versatile piece with a modest yet elegant design. It can be worn as a necklace, a traditional tiara, or a forehead bandeau. Queen Elizabeth appeared to favor some of her other tiaras over this more understated bandeau, and she later bestowed the tiara upon her daughter-in-law, Queen Astrid. Tragically, Astrid's time to enjoy the tiara was short-lived. She passed away at the young age of 29. Princess Lillian, King Leopold III's second wife after Queen Astrid, wore the tiara as a bandeau with additional diamonds, possibly from the Nine Provinces tiara. Queen Elizabeth of Belgium acquired the tiara in 1912 from Cartier. The dazzling piece, worn by Elizabeth in the fashionable bandeau style with the tiara resting low across her forehead, is crafted from diamonds set in platinum. Some have described this tiara as having a foliated design, as it features intricate leaf motifs interspersed among the prominent scrolling elements that adorn the tiara. After Elizabeth, the tiara was passed on to Leopold's second wife, Lilian, who held the title of Princess of Réthy. Interestingly, Lilian had her own ties to the Cartier family. Her sister, Lydia Bales, was married to Jean-Jacques Cartier, the head of Cartier's London branch, in 1983. Leopold passed away, and 4 years later, in 1987, Lilian made the decision to sell Elizabeth's tiara back to Cartier. The tiara had been bequeathed to Lilian by Leopold, making it her personal property to handle as she saw fit. Reports suggest that this sale stirred controversy within the family, as Lilian seemingly conducted the transaction without consulting King Baudouin and Queen Fabiola. The tiara was presented as a gift from the residents of Stockholm and crafted by the court jeweler Anderson. Queen Astrid rarely wore this tiara, which featured a classic Art Deco design with platinum aigrettes and a prominently positioned, sizable pearl at its core. Subsequently, Princess Lilian, who became the second wife of King Leopold III, repurposed the pearl centerpiece as a brooch, and there is a possibility that the tiara's base could also function as a necklace. Currently, the whereabouts of these pieces are unknown, although it's worth noting that many of Belgium's royal jewels are still securely stored in the vault of the late Queen Fabiola. This tiara, designed by Van Cleef & Arpels, has the unique feature of being convertible into a necklace. Princess Lilian borrowed it from Van Cleef & Arpels on 2 occasions. Cartier crafted this tiara in 1938, and the central flower can also be utilized as a brooch.